Let's do it.
I'm a little bit off today, I cannot put my finger on it. Got up a little off today, just to play that same old song. I don't really want to try today, I see nothing in my reflection. I'm a little bit dry today, I feel like I could die today.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Till the very next day, bum, 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 ba-dum.
Hello, welcome to LTM Reviews to get you caught up on the oldest movies. Well, welcome to my 120th subscriber special, guys. Thank you guys for the 120 subscribers. And the movie I've been getting a lot of requests for, and the movie that I'm doing, that I got a lot of requests for, is Paul Blart Mall Cop. I think ever since my Joe Dirt review, I have been getting a lot of requests to review Paul Blart. And that's because, for those who don't know, Paul Blart Mall Cop was released in 2009, released by, of course, Happy Madison, who a lot of people are very split about. Some people say they're known for their cult classics such as Deuce Bigalow, Joe Dirt, Benchwarmers, and so forth. But then again, they're also known for movies like Jack and Jill, The Master of Disguise, Bucky Larson, so on. So I can see how some people can be split with Happy Madison, though. Then again, they do have a little bit of a reputation. But with Paul Blart, while the movie was hated by critics, it was a box office hit at the time, and has since gained a cult following for those who grew up with the film, like for those who saw when it first came out, or for those who watched it on home video. So it's got an audience. It's got an audience at least, much like Deuce Bigalow or Joe Dirt. So, what is Paul Blart? So Paul Blart is a man played by Kevin James, who has this job at a mall. Of course, he's a mall cop. He falls in love with a woman who's played by that one woman, I forgot her name. But then it turns out that this evil guy who actually got hired to be a mall cop and ended up being a bad guy locks down the mall, and the only one that's not in there besides them that he's locking the other people in there is Paul Blart. So now it's up to Paul Blart to stop that evil bad guy and take back the mall. So it's like Die Hard, but for kids and families. But I wouldn't really call this a kids movie, since technically there's a little bit of swearing and violence in it. It's got a PG rating. I mean, then again, this is Happy Madison. They do whatever they want. Okay, so how's the movie itself? Am I on the critic's side or am I on the audience side? To be honest, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, because I have a little bit of nostalgia connection with this movie, and while I will say I had a lot of fun with this movie, I will admit it's not perfect, and I'll get to that. What I actually don't mind about Paul Blart was Paul Blart himself. He is just a likable, idiotic character, from what I like to describe. He's kind of like Patrick, or like Patrick the Starfish in a way. He's got he's kind of an idiot, but you kind of know. He's not stupid. He's kind of like Goofy or Patrick Star in a way. He's got a very he's stupid, but he's very likable at the same time. And you do kind of connect to him, and his character is very likable. I like Kevin James' performance as Paul Blart. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin James. As far as Happy Madison goes, I do prefer someone like Rob Schneider or David Spade or even Sandler himself. But as far as Kevin James go, he does a good job with his performance, and you could tell he's really having fun with the role. There are a lot of cool scenes in the movie. You know, they're not really big action scenes like you see in Die Hard, but they are really fun scenes to watch, and you do kind of get really invested. I think what Paul Blart falls flat on is some of the humor. Like, there are some scenes that are actually really funny, but then there are times where I'm like, yeah, it's just Happy Madison doing their usual shtick, and we kind of get where they're going to do with that. And the other problem was the villain himself. Well, I wouldn't say he's bad. I mean, he's got a decent performance, and he's played by a good actor. He just felt kind of forgettable. Yeah, I didn't like the villain in it, but he's played by a good actor, though. The other characters, they're kind of bland, kind of not very interesting. But then again, this is one of those movies where the main character is actually much more likable, and when the other characters are not. But then again, they can sometimes switch around. The side characters are much more interesting, but the main character isn't. But that's not one of those movies. I do like the story. Like I said, it's just Die Hard for kids trying to escape this one thing, trying to take over this one thing, da 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 da. But without a Christmas theme to it. Like I said, there are some funny jokes. I mean, I do like some slapstick, but only when it's done right. And Paul Blart has some of that. So, scenes like where he's playing the guitar are actually pretty funny. But then you have scenes like him running over the puppy dog. Kind of went a little too rough on me. I mean, some may find it funny, but then again, this isn't a dark comedy, and it kind of messes up the tone a little bit. Basically, I had fun with Paul Blart, but I don't think it's a masterpiece. But then again, I've been getting a lot of requests to review this movie, and I'm kind of glad I did. So, kind of a short review, but overall, I enjoyed Paul Blart for what it was. I think Paul Blart's a decent kids movie, or family movie, a family comedy at that. I don't think it's for everyone because, one, it is a Happy Madison movie, and number two, for those who love film, they're going to be looking for something more. But as far as Paul Blart goes, and as far as Kevin James movies goes, because let's be honest, he's made a few stinkers in the past, especially in side roles. This is probably one of the better movies from him. So I give Paul Blart a 7.5 out of 10. It's not great, it's not bad, it's not even awful, but I'm kind of glad I got to watch it again, and it brings back a lot of memories. Though I think the reason why I gave it such a high rating because it is a very nostalgic movie to me. So, guys, that's Paul Blart. I hope you all enjoyed this review. What's your favorite Kevin James movie? Please subscribe, comment below, let me know. Thank you guys so much for this 120 subscriber special. I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe, comment below, let me know. This is LTM signing out, and I'll see you guys next time.
Something funny.
Ask her where her parts are from. Oh, and say that her wrappings look nice.
You like coffins?
Compliment her. Your neck looks delicious.
Here she comes. Okay, Drac, hit it.
Can I put my balls in your jaw?
All right, come on, over the plate. Let's see the old stuff here, pal. Come on now, chuck 'em, baby. Hum, baby, hum, baby. Here's the pitch. And he is out of here.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest.
Peace.